Okay, here we go. Hello, you guys. Welcome. Hola, back to the Montelrius show. I am here with my guest correspondent. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Her name is Michelle, because she doesn't speak loud. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about friends. How many of us have them friends? Ones we can depend on as big friends. Little G. Anyways, we all have those special friends, ones that we can go to and talk to whenever we need, and we expect them to give us their honest opinions on the subject. You know about that friend, right? Don't you, Michelle?
Yes, I do.
Can you please explain to the people about your special friend that you...
Yeah, well, my special friend's name is Antoinette Baker.
My best friend. Hey, Auntie.
Stop lying. Anyways, my best friend is Antoinette Baker. Hey, Antoinette.
I love you.
And she is the person I go to when I need advice. She's always there, and she will always give me her honest opinion, whether it hurts or not. And that's my definition of a best friend. Someone I can go to who tells me everything, and I tell her everything, and honesty is the key factor.
Okay. Yeah, that's real cute. What about the friends who you thought were your friends, but they sneak around behind your back, talk about you, and eventually I end up not being friends at all. You know about that, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
I'll explain.
I lost a lot of friends that way. To those friends, I will still say I love you, but I tend to limit myself towards those friends because I'd rather have an enemy that hates me and admits they hate me than a friend that lies and tells me they love me. So, to those so-called fake friends, really up. Like, yeah, if you happen to say to me, say it to my face. Don't say it behind my back. Because, trust me, if I happen to say it about you, I'll say it to your face.
Yeah! Yeah! Well, people, for me, I have friends, I have fans. Everybody's a fan to me, So it's like, I don't come to you, but you come to me because fans always come to me, you know what I'm saying? I really, I thought, let me talk about it. I thought that I had friends that I can go to and tell anything to, but it just, no, I don't have it. I can never keep a consistent one who can be serious when I need them to be serious and tell me a joke when I need my spirits lifting up when I need hallelujah. Until I came across this one right here. She is oh happy day when he wash when he wash my sins away. Oh happy day. And it wasn't until I met this one when I thought that true friend, lover exists. I didn't know it existed in the world until I came across her. And then now it's like I always come to her and she always gives it to me straight. You know what I'm saying? She always gives it to me straight, not sideways, but straight. She tells me what I need to hear, what I need to know. And
yeah, go ahead.
And, sometimes she doesn't come to me all the time, you know what I'm saying? I feel disrespected about that, you know what I'm saying? She keeps a lot of things bottled up inside from me when I release it all out to her. What is with that, Michelle?
You didn't have to put me all like that.
I want you all like that.
But, I have many reasons. I've always been the type of person, I haven't always had the person to talk to. So when I found that person to talk to, it's you and Internet. It's hard to go and talk to people because I'm used to having it all inside. I'm used to finding my own way to let it out. So when I have that person to talk to and I have that person to communicate with, I feel like whether they don't understand me, whether they judge me for my actions or my thinking, stuff like that. So I don't really come to anybody. I find my own way to release my own stress. What about you? Because you don't always come to me.
Oh, that's a lot.
No, that's not.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I come to her all the time.
Yeah, lies.
Name one time that I didn't.
Name one time. You don't at all. Unless, wait,
What do you mean?
shut up. The only time you talk to me about your feelings is when I ask you what's wrong. And I've asked you like 5 times. If you don't just come to me, I have to ask you and ask you and ask you. You just don't come to me and be like, babe, I have a problem. You don't. Ever. Ever.
Lies. You know what? It's not that I don't come to her. It's just if there's a problem that you can solve yourself, then you don't need to go to anybody. You keep it to yourself and you fix it yourself. But if it's a problem that you need help on, then yes, you go to your special friend. You go to them. And that's what I do with you, Michelle. If I don't tell you anything, it's because it's something so simple that I can fix myself. But if I can't fix it, I am coming to you.
Remember that.
You guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something how romantic I get.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Let me tell you how romantic I get.
Here we go.
I got romantic twice in the past week.
In the past week.
I have taken her to the pool, and I got down on one knee in 12 feet of water, head just sticking out. That was not out.
It was
12 feet of water.
It was 3.5 feet of water.
It felt like 12 because, and then when I was down there, I was gargling water like her.
No, it wasn't your hands. You were under the water.
And I was like
3.5 feet.
When I was able to get the water out of my mouth, I asked the Lord, get the water out of my mouth so I can ask her these words. Where God, can I ask her these 4 words? So I got down to one knee in 12 feet of water.
3.5 feet of water. Head was sticking out. There's no water in your mouth. Water was barely touching your chin.
I was finally able to gasp my one breath out, and I was like, Michelle, will you marry me? And she said yes. And I almost died that day. Like I said, it was 12 feet of water. Sharks were swarming. I was gargling for my last breath of air, and I was able to get the words out.
Cheers. But we were in the pool, so there are no sharks. And it was 3.5 feet. The water was barely touching your chin.
No sharks?
No sharks.
She's right. It was dolphins, and I was riding the dolphins, and I fell off one of the dolphins into 12 feet of water, and I was gasping for air. And I was able to come up with the 4 magic words. And she said, yes.
You know he's lying, right?
And then, yesterday, made 6 months for us. Take this finger on the chin, my dear. It was 6 months for us. I had to go to work. I was so sad, and she was so sad. She's at home depressed. I'm at work depressed. Lonely, both of us, separated for 6 miserable hours. And what do? I rent this beautiful white horse, and I ride it. I ride the horse all the way to Walmart. And I get,
the white horse was the white Mustang they have outside the car. You think that?
This big, beautiful white horse with its long black mane. I had it painted in black. You should have seen it. It was beautiful. It's like a unicorn. And I rode into Walmart, and I got her the biggest box of cupcakes and ice cream that I could possibly find. And then I rented this big blimp that came across the house with her name in it and the dates we got together. And I had the fireworks. Fireworks season was not even, the place isn't even open. But I called up the owner. I said, I need some fireworks. So I got some fireworks. And I had them blow up in the sky with her name. And it said, Michelle, these 6 months have only been half a year of my life, but they have been filled with full time of love that nobody else, I hope, will ever get to experience from you. And then I grab my box of cupcakes and my box of ice cream, and I ride my white steed all across the highway, challenging Chargers and Mustangs and Camaros, and I was whipping them by 20 miles an hour on the highway, and I came home with that big blimp and them fireworks shooting, riding across the nighttime sky. I called NASA. I had them arrange stars to spell out our name in a heart shape. If you went outside last night, you probably saw it. And when I got home, you should have seen it. Her face lit up like diamonds. This crystal mess just shining. It was a magical moment.
And then he woke up from his dream. Okay. This is what happened. Like he said, this was the true part of the whole thing. He had to go to work on our 6-month anniversary. And we were both sad because, we didn't do anything last month for our 5th-month anniversary. So we wanted to do it for our half a year. But he had to work. So I was sad. He was sad. And then from his point of view, he was at work just thinking about what he was going to do. And so he decided to give me a card. The car was nice and pretty, though. It was a car. And she rolled me inside the car. But he was like, well, that's not going to be enough. I want to do something special for her. So he went to Walmart, because he knows I love cupcakes. He went and got chocolate cupcakes. And it wasn't huge. It was the one with the, I think, 6 in the box. And he went and got some cookies and cream ice cream. There were no white hearts. Like I said, the white heart symbolized the car that they had outside because it was white. And the black mane is the black thing they have in front of the car. And he was not risking anything because he came to the house like later than he usually do. So he wasn't racing anything. He was still late. And he did not call it NASA, whatever. And he did not have our name in the sky with stars. He didn't have the fireworks. He didn't have the big blip, blup, whatever he said. He didn't have that. He only had 3 things. Just 3. The card, the cupcakes, and the ice cream. That was the only 3 things that are true in his story. But I accepted it because I know it came from the heart. I know that he wanted to do something. But for him to come out and talk to y'all like he just did all of this stuff, and he really hasn't, but we all know, we all know that he's dramatic. We all know that he stretches the truth too far. But I'm gonna put the real story. I'll put the real story out there for you. And what I want you to do is comment and tell us what he should have done to make it up, or what he should not have done to make it up to me.
My dear friends, listen to me. You can comment all you want. You can tell me what I could have done differently. You can tell me everything that I did wrong. But one thing that I did right was that I did something. I did something. Now, this is the telltale story of Lafears, a.k.a. Lafears, a.k.a. the host that do the most, a.k.a. the perfect imperfection, versus Michelle Bryant. Now, you decide whose side are you on? Whose story do you believe? Me, Mr. Suave, or her, Miss
Oh, really? We'll see what's after this show.
Comment Lafears or Bryant. Stay tuned for episode 36. I must now go to my white steed. Deuces.
Wait. Come out support the girls' policy team at Hume Park Saturday. Yay.
And if you get lucky, Lafears will be there too.
If we swept to...
Lafears will be there at 2.
Bye.
No, that was my day. Don't try to talk to me about that.
Yeah.